Welcome back to another On Base Baseball video. My name is Brian Hafferkamp, and I'm the designer and creator of On Base. In this game, we're going to continue our Braves Instant Replay, which is replaying the first game of each series in 2022 immediately after the game has been played. Excuse me. In this game, the Dodgers are coming into LA. That series is happening now. This was played last night on June 24th. It's June 25th as I'm recording this. We are using the projected roster stats via Zips projections. And what they do is every day they recalculate their initial projections from that date to the rest of the season. So these are full season projections that are just updated daily. So that's what I've been using and converting these to the values that we need for on base. And so I actually release those each before each game is played in this instant replay. And I release those exclusively to the Facebook group. So if you want to be someone who plays along with your favorite team, or maybe you just want to play a particular team from this season, you can actually play out from now to the rest of the season. You can use these projections and play the entire season, or you can download any of the others going back to the very beginning of the season. Now, I did a little different tact before. At the first maybe 10 games or so, I was doing just the projections. I was actually just using the stats as they accumulated. That meant that everybody was hitting out of this third column, basically, for the first month of the season. And then I went to these projections at the request of a couple of people who wanted to see projected stats for next season, actually. So this is a little bit of a test drive for doing projected stats for 2023 season, but releasing those before the 2023 season. So you could actually pre-play, or you could play along with the season using the sort of initial projected stats. So that's where this is going, and it's where it's been. Here are the Dodgers. It's going to be Trey Turner at short. Freddie Freeman, his first homecoming, is going to be playing second. Playing first and batting second. Smith, the catcher, is third. Muncy is at third base and batting fourth. Taylor is in left. The other Turner, the two Turner boys, Justin Turner is going to be at DH. Gavin Lux at second base. Bellinger is hitting eighth in center field. And then Trace Thompson is the right fielder playing for Moose. Pitching for the Dodgers is going to be Julio Urias, the left-hander. 3.94 fit for him, and 24 batters faced is where he can go. For the Braves, it's going to be Acuna Jr. Leading off and playing right field. Swanson at shortstop, Riley at third. Olsen is at first base and hitting fourth. Ozuna DHing in this game. Contreras gets a start at catcher, and Darno gets the break in this game. Duvall is in left. Arcia is at second base, and Michael Harris, second, is playing center field. Using our regular game engine charts, or the modern game engine chart here. Oh, and Ian Anderson on the mound, the tall right-hander, still 23 years old, young right-hander. 414 pip. He can go 23 batters. He had a rough game last night. But you know what happened was Freeman got his World Series ring, so that took forever. And then first at bat, obviously the second batter of the game, got just a huge standing ovation from the home crowd, and I think that really threw off Anderson. The emotion of the inning, both from the crowd and from just what the game was, I think that really threw him off. He was all over the place. Just couldn't throw strikes, and he has a walk problem anyway at this point in his career. But boy, he just was all over the place. Gave up 2 runs in the first. I think he gave up 4 runs overall. The Braves lost this one I believe it was 5-1, or 4-1. So the bullpen came in and shut the Dodgers down, but boy, it was a rough first few innings for Anderson. Hopefully better on the tabletop, but we'll have to see. So for LA, it's going to be Turner, Freeman, Trey Turner, Freeman, and Smith against Anderson leading off. Now my other phone is out of battery, so I'm just going to have to do the roller off of the screen. I'll just let you know what it is. I have it on the computer here. So here we go, top of the first. This is going to be the Dodgers at the Braves. First roll is a 1-6, and a 1-6 to 31 is going to be a fly out with a runner advance. That's a fly ball to left field. No runners on base, so it's just going to be a simple fly out to the left fielder Duvall, and that's out number 1. It's a 2-6 to a 40. Freeman is a 40 batting runs, and a 2-6 is going to be a single. So that's a base knock the opposite field to left center, and Freeman is on first with Smith at the plate. I don't often do this, but I'm going to pull a hit and run here. So if it's a strikeout, we'll check the throw down to first. On the hit and run, I like to take one off of their speed, just because it's what would happen. You know, they're not doing a straight steal. So if there's a hit, Freeman will get an extra base. If it's a ground ball out, then Freeman is going to advance. And if there is a strikeout, then we'll roll against Freeman's speed, which will bump down to a 5. So it is a 4-6 to a 20. This is going to be a double play or a strikeout here. So what that's going to do, that's to the first baseman. So instead of a double play there, they avoid the double play. We go 3-1 on the put out, and Freeman is going to advance on the fielder's choice. So that's how I like to play hit and runs. You can do that differently. You can use any of the values that we have available for on base to do that. But doing the hit and run can sometimes get you in trouble with the strike them out, throw them out. But it also can prevent you from being a double play. That would have been an ending double play, but instead, Max Muncy comes to the plate. He's a 10 batting runs, and he's got 2 outs with a runner in scoring position. So there's a 1-5 to a 10, and that's going to be a ground out. That's to the second baseman, Arcia, and that's going to end the inning. So LA does get 1 on, and they get him into scoring position, but they can't bring him around. So it's going to be the Braves' first crack at Urias, Acuna, Swanson, and Riley in the top of the first. That's a 1-6. That's going to be a fly ball to right field. And the right fielder is Trace Thompson in this game, playing for Mookie Betts. And he makes the play in right. Brings up Swanson. There's a 3-4 to Swanson. 3-4 to a 20 will be a home run chance. Strikeout if the D9 is an 8 or 9. The D9 is a 1. I'm just going to take my word for that, and that's going to be a solo bomb. So it's not a homer. I mean, it is a homer, but I'm not a homer. Even though I want the Braves to win this game, right? So the Braves take a 1-0 lead. Dansby Swanson stays hot. He's worked himself all the way up to column number 2, and he's been sort of slowly progressing his way this way on the chart, which is where you want to be going. It's Austin Riley now with 1 out and 1 RBI, nobody on base. That's a 4-5. 4-5 is going to be some serious trouble to a 22. 4-5 to 22. That's going to be a single. So Urias avoids the home run as Riley shoots one up the middle and brings up Matty Olson. Olson is a 27 batting runs. There's a 2-4. 2-4 to a 27 is going to be a double play, and that is right back to the pitcher. So Urias goes 1-6-3 on the double play as he makes a good toss to second base for 1 and over to first for 2. But the Braves do take a 1-0 lead on the Dansby Swanson home run. And we head to the top of the second inning. It's 1-0 Atlanta, and it'll be Taylor, the other Turner, Justin Turner, and Gavin Lux. There's a 2-4, 2-4 to an 11. Excuse me, will be a strikeout, and that's a strikeout swing. So 1 out as Chris Taylor goes down on strikes, and here's a 4-6 to the DH Turner. Turner is a 0. 4-6 is going to be a double play or strikeout. So back-to-back Ks. This time looking for Mr. Anderson. There's a 1-3 to a 6. 1-3 to a 6 will be a ground out, and that's a ground ball to the third baseman Riley. Riley picks it over to Olson, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Ian Anderson. So down go the Dodgers. They are behind 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the second inning. It'll be Ozuna, Contreras, and Duvall in the bottom of the second. A 1-5 to a 0 is a single, so a base knock for Ozuna, who desperately needs to get on track. Seems to be striking out quite frequently these days. There's a 4-5 to Contreras. 4-5 to Contreras is going to be another single. So back-to-back singles from the bottom middle of the Braves order. That was a solid single to left. And Adam Duvall stands in. Here's a 2-4 to a -7 will be a double play or strikeout. Again, back to Urias. And we're going to go 1-6-3 on the double play. So we'll say fielder's choice there for out number 1, and over to first for out number 2. It does push a runner to third base, so Ozuna's at third with Arcia at the plate. A 3-4 to a 4 is a double. So look at that, Arcia rips one to deep center field. It short hops the wall. That's going to be an RBI double for Arcia as he gets hold of one of those outside pitches from Urias and rips it to center field. So that's going to be a 2-0 lead for the Braves. There's a runner in scoring position still, and Harris is at the plate. A 5-6 to Harris, who is a 3 batting runs. It's going to be a strikeout, and that will end the inning as Urias puts him away. If the Braves do get another run, it's going to be 2-0 Atlanta as we head to the top of the third. Bellinger, Thompson, and then back to the top of the order with Trey Turner. A 2-3 to Bellinger. He's a 2 batting runs. That's going to be a ground ball to second base with an error check. Possible error. It's a 2 on the D9. Arcia is our player, and that is going to be an E4. So on a 1 or a 2, a minus player makes an error, and our D9 was a 2. So Bellinger gets on with the error from the Braves second baseman, and it'll be Trace Thompson to the plate. 1-4 to Thompson, 1-4 to a -2. I didn't tell you, but Anderson's pitching out of column 2. We haven't really faced anything where it would affect anything. But a 1-4 is blank here, and a 1-4 to a -2 is going to be a hit by pitch or a walk. D9 is a 6, so that's going to be a walk. And this really was the issue last night for Anderson, is he got men on base and just kept putting them on base. So there's a 3-5 to Trey Turner, who flied out to left in his first at bat. So 3-5 to a 31 is going to be another walk. So back-to-back walks, and the bases are now loaded for the Dodgers, and not an enviable position. As you have Freddie Freeman of the 40 batting runs variety coming up. There's a 4-6. This is going to help him out. 4-6 to a 40 is going to be a double play. Actually, that's just going to be a straight strikeout. Look at that. So that's actually even better. With nobody out, he gets the strikeout of Freddie Freeman. Gets him looking on the change. And Freeman doesn't get to see that side of the changeup too much. That's going to be Smith to the plate. Smith is a 20 batting runs. He grounded out to first his last at bat. And let's see if Anderson can wiggle his way out of this one. That's a 4-5 and doesn't look like he's going to. A 4-5 to a 20 is going to be a base hit. That's a knock straight up the middle. So that's going to score the run from third. And that's going to push the runner. All the runners advance one base. And that's going to be an RBI for Smith as Bellinger comes in to score, and that makes it 2-1 Braves. Still bases loaded and one out, and Max Muncy to the plate. A 1-3 to Muncy, who is a 10, is going to be a ground out, and that's a ground ball to the shortstop. So let's go ahead and see if they turn 2 here. We're going to try to turn 2. If they don't, another run's going to score. We're going to roll against Muncy's speed, which is a 6. If it's a 1-6, he's safe. 7, 8, or 9, he'll be out. And it's a 5, so Muncy beats it out to first base, and that's going to be 6-4 as they can't get him on the relay. Smith is going to be out, number 2 at second base. Runner's going to move to third on the fielder's choice, and that's going to be an RBI ground out, and that ties the game at 6-4. A little more specific. RBI ground out for Max Muncy. He stands at first. At third base is Trey Turner, and up to the plate is Chris Taylor. 2-2 ball game now. And just like that, the Dodgers are back in it. Here's a 2-5 to an 11. 2-5 to an 11 is a fly out, but there's an error check on the center fielder. Center fielder is Harris, and no problem for him as he makes the play. And that's going to be out number 3. So the Dodgers do come back with 2 in the top of the third off of Anderson as they get an RBI ground out from Muncy and an RBI single from Smith after they get the bases loaded. And we are tied at 2 in this heavyweight matchup. Back to the top of the order for the Braves in the bottom of the third. It'll be Acuna, Swanson, and Riley against Julio Urias. A 4-4 to a 24 is a walk. So that's going to be a walk to Acuna. Let's go ahead and try to steal second base with Acuna. 1-6, he'll be safe. The number is 2, and so he's going to be safe at second with a stolen base. So runner in scoring position, nobody out for Dansby Swanson, who homered in his last at bat. Here's a 4-5, and this is going to be the exact same. Oh no, it's a single. So that's a base hit. Let's go and try to score Ronald. Wash is sending him home. 1-6, he's safe at home. 7, 8, 9, he's out, and it's a 1, and that's going to be an RBI single for Dansby Swanson as that puts the Braves up 3-2. Austin Riley up now, runner at first with nobody out. There's a 4-5 to Riley, who's a 22. That's going to be another single, so back-to-back singles for the Braves. And let's go ahead and try to send Swanson to third, sort of running crazy on the bases. It's a 6. He's going to be safe as he just gets in ahead of the throw. And Swanson goes first to third on that single from Riley. Here's Olson. Olson is a 27 batting runs. He has 2 on with nobody out. And let's see what happens. A 2-4 to a 27 is going to be a double play or a strikeout. It'll be the double play here, but that is going to score the run. So we're going to go 3-6-3 on the double play. Riley would be out for out number 1. Back to first, and Olson is out at first, but it's going to be another RBI or an RBI for Matt Olson, who's hit into 2 double plays, but at least he gets rewarded this time, and that puts the Braves up 4-2. 2 outs, and Ozuna at the plate. A 1-6 is going to be a fly ball to right center field that the right fielder Thompson makes a play on. And the Braves come back with 2 in the bottom of the third, and a lot of scoring in this ball game. Not big numbers, but a lot of scoring, as it is 4-2 as we head to the top of the 4th inning. And it'll be Turner, Lux, and Bellinger. 4-6 to Turner. 4-6 to a 0 is going to be a double play or a K. Yet another changeup that someone swings through, and Justin Turner goes down for his second K of the day. Gavin Lux now, he grounded out to Riley at third, his first at bat. There's a 1-5 to a 6. 1-5 to a 6 is going to be a base hit for Gavin Lux, as he hits one over the first baseman's head into right field. Cody Bellinger now, the center fielder, is up. That's a 4-5 to a 2. 4-5 to a 2 is going to be a fly ball down the left field line. Hustling over is Duvall, and he makes the play for out number 2. Brings up Trace Thompson, the number 9 hitter. Here's a 2-6 to Thompson, who is a -2. 2-6 to a -2 will be ground out to the second baseman, and Arcia makes the play over to first base for the out, and Anderson holds the Dodgers scoreless in the fourth. Go to the bottom of the fourth. It's still 4-2 Atlanta. Urias will be facing off against Contreras, Duvall, and Arcia. Here's a 3-5 to a 12. 3-5 to a 12 is going to be a strikeout for Urias, as he gets Contreras swinging for out number 1. Adam Duvall is up. Duvall grounded into a double play his last time up. There's a 1-4 to a -7. That's going to be a walk. And Duvall is on first with Arcia. Arcia doubled in his last at bat. Here's a 6-6 to a -4. Is going to be a long single, and so he's going to be at first base. His speed is only a 5, but a long single means that runners get an extra base. So Duvall is going to take third on that single to the gap in left center. He had the play in front of him and knew he could make it, and he slides in safely to third. So runners at first and third with 1 out, and Michael Harris to the plate. There's a 5-6 to a 3. He is going to be a strikeout. So Harris goes down with ducks on the pond, and Urias gets the strikeout for out number 2. Brings up Acuna. Acuna is 0 for 1. He does have a walk and a run scored. There's a fly ball deep to right field, and on the track, Thompson makes the play. That'll be 3 outs for the Braves. So no runs on 1 hit. They do strand 2, and we go to the top of the 5th inning, still 4-2 Atlanta over LA. We're at 18 batters here, we're at 19 batters here, so I think we're okay with the 2 starters for now. Here's a 5-6 to Trey Turner as the Dodgers turn the lineup over. 5-6 to a 31 is going to be a walk or hit by pitch, and that'll be a walk to Trey Turner. 2 walks in the game now for the Dodgers leadoff man. Let's try to steal second with Turner. 1-6, he's safe, and that's a 2 on the D9, so he's going to be safe. Runner at first base now for second base for Freddie Freeman, and nobody out. Here's a 2-5 to a 40 is going to be a fly ball with an error check, so that's down the line and left. Duvall's coming hard, and he gets there. No error on the play. And with the play in front of him, Turner's not going to chance it, and so he stays at second base. Still runner in scoring position for Smith, who has an RBI single in this game. That's a 3-6 to a 20. 3-6. So Anderson is pitching out of this column here. 3-6 to a 20. Sorry, that's going to be a fly ball into the gap in left field, and Duvall ranges over and makes the play. Busy man this inning, and runner's going to stay at second base again. It is Muncy up. Here's a 6-6 to a 10. 6-6 to a 10 is going to be a long single, so that's going to score the run from second base, and the Dodgers get back within 1 on that RBI single from Muncy. Muncy is a 6, so that's actually going to be a hustle double as he hits one, kind of bloops it down the right field line. Nobody gets there, and he was on his horse the whole way, and he's going to have a hustle double. So Muncie not doing a lot with the bat, still walking a ton, and here he gets 2 RBIs in this game. It will be Taylor up now, as the Dodgers have 1 in. They're within 1 of the Braves, and here's a 4-6 to an 11. 4-6 to an 11 will be a double play or a strikeout. With no double play here, we're just going to take the K. And beautifully placed fastball right on the corner, and that gets Chris Taylor for the 3rd out of the inning. It's 4-3 as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It'll be Swanson, Riley, and Olson, so heart of the order for the Braves. Here's a 2-6 to a 20. 2-6 to a 20 is going to be a single with an error check, and that's a base hit to right center field. The error check is on the right fielder Thompson. Possible error, and it is. Our D2 or D9 is a 2, so that's going to be actually an error. So that's a single for Swanson, and then there's a misplay in right field. That's going to be E9 as the ball gets behind Thompson momentarily, and Swanson alertly takes second base. So runner at second now for Austin Riley. Riley is 2 for 2 with 2 singles. That streak is going to end here as he gets a 4-6. 4-6 to a 22 is going to be a double play or a strikeout, and Urias gets him looking for out number 1. 1 out now for Matty Olson, who has grounded into 2 double plays. There's a 1-5 to a 27, and a 1-5 to a 27 is going to be a ground out, and that's going to be to the 3rd baseman. So a hot smash to the 3rd baseman, Muncie. He grabs it, looks the runner back at second, and throws over to first to get Olson for out number 2. Ozuna up now. Last chance for the Braves to get a run here. They got 1 in scoring position. Just need a base knock. And here's a 3-6 to a 0. Urias is pitching out of column number 2. He's a 3-9-4 fifth, so nothing there. 3-6 to a 0 will be a fly out to left field. A little can of corn for the left fielder, Taylor. And that's out number 3. So the Braves get 1 in scoring position, but can't bring him around. And it is still 4-3 Atlanta as we head to the top of the 6th inning. 23 is how long Anderson can go. So 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3. So this inning he can still pitch out of column number 2. And then if he comes out for the 7th, he would have to be dropped down to the next column. So let's see how Anderson goes here. He's at his limit, and we'll see if everything breaks down like normal. It's Justin Turner, Gavin Lux, and Cody Bellinger. So bottom of the order, 2-3 to a 0 is going to be a ground out, but there's an error check. There's a ground ball to first base. We're checking the error on Olson. No error, and Olson will take it himself, and that's going to be out number 1. Gavin Lux to the plate. Lux is 1 for 2. He got a single on his last at bat. He's a 6 batting runs, and a 5-5 to a 6 is going to be a line out or a foul out if the D9 is 6 or greater. The D9 is a 5, so that's going to be a line out to the 3rd baseman as Riley makes the play over at 3rd. Nice defensive play to save a hit. And it's going to be 2 down, and Bellinger to the plate. A 1-3 to Bellinger, who's a 2 batting runs. And it's going to be a ground ball to Riley. Riley very active in this inning. And that'll be a 1-2-3 inning for Anderson. So top of this, bottom of the 6th now. It is 4-3 Braves. We go to Contreras, Duvall, and Arcia against Urias. Urias is 18, 19, 21, 2, 3. So he's still good for this inning, same as Anderson. And he's pitching out of column number 2 as well. So 1-2 to Contreras is going to be a ground out to the 2nd baseman. And the 2nd baseman is Lux. He makes the play over to the 1st baseman Freeman for out number 1. There's a 1-4 to Duvall. That's going to be a walk or hit by pitch. D9 is a 6, so that's going to be a walk. 2nd walk of the game for Adam Duvall. And we have 2 runners on. 1 runner on and 1 out Let's go ahead and hit and run with Arcia. Arcia 2 for 2 on the day. What are the odds he gets another hit? Not good. Here's a 1-3. The runner is going. A 1-3 is going to be a ground out to the second baseman. So instead of a double play there, they avoid that. That's going to be Duvall goes to second on the fielder's choice. The only play is to first base, and Lux makes the play to first. And the Braves get one in scoring position for Michael Harris. Let's see if the rookie can come through for them. A 3-5 to a 3. 3-5 to a 3 is going to be a strikeout, and that is the hat trick for Michael Harris the second. Braves get a runner to second base, but they can't bring him around. We are going to go ahead and bring in a new pitcher for the Braves. So let's get someone to come in and relieve Anderson. All right, coming in to relieve Mr. Anderson is AJ Minter, the lefty for the Braves. The book is closed on Anderson. 6 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, and 5 Ks. He is set up for the win as the Braves are ahead 4-3. Let's see if their bullpen can hold the Dodgers. It's going to be Trace Thompson, then back to the top of the order with Turner and Freeman. So here's Minter. Minter, a 189 FIP. Been great this year. A couple of hiccups along the way, but has been really great. He can go 4 batters, so he's really going to be a 1-inning guy. There's a 2-5, so he'll be pitching out of column 1. 2-5 to a -2. 2-5 to a -2 is going to be a fly ball. That is to straightaway right to Acuna. We check the error, no error on the play, so it's going to be a fly out to Acuna for out number 1. Brings up Trey Turner. Turner with 2 walks and a fly out. Here's a 4-5. That's serious trouble. 4-5 to a 31 batting runs is going to be a home run. As Turner, just like last night, goes opposite field right down the line, and art imitates life as the Dodgers tie the ball game at 4. It's Freddie Freeman to the plate now. He is 1 for 3. That's a 1-4. 1-4 to a 40 is going to be a long single for Freeman. Freeman with the 6, and he's going to get a hustle double out of that as he shoots one to the gap, and hustling right out of the box is Freddie Freeman. He puts the wheels on. He slides in safely for the double. So man is scoring position with nobody out, and Smith to the plate. A 1-2. 1-2 is going to be a ground out with a runner advancement. So he grounds out to second base. The runner would have advanced anyway. And that fielder's choice puts a runner at third with 1 out. So runner at third base, 1 out. Let's go ahead and walk Muncy. So we're going to intentionally walk him, try to set up the double play to get out of the inning with 1 pitch. And it's going to be 2 on with 1 out and facing Chris Taylor. That's a 2-6. 2-6 off of Minter's column is going to be a strikeout. So that will be a strikeout swinging. Minter gets him on the fastball, can't catch up to it. 2 outs now, runners at first and third, and it is Justin Turner up. There's a fly ball with a runner advancement, but with 2 outs, it's not going to matter. And the fly ball is to Ronald Acuna. He takes a few steps back, and well hit, but not well enough. And that's going to be out number 3. But LA ties it up on the Trey Turner home run off of AJ Minter. Reached out and poked a fastball on the outside corner into the right field stands just over the brick wall, and it's going to be 4-4 as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Got to get a new pitcher in for the Dodgers, so let's get that now. Okay, and that is going to be it for Urias. Urias went 6 innings, 9 hits, 4 runs, 3 walks, and 5 Ks. Almost very similar to Anderson's line, which you would expect. You know, they're both coming out of the same column, and he is in line for the actually he's in line for nothing. Both of these pitchers are now off the hook in this game, and it's going to be up to the bullpen. Minter is on the hook for the win if the Braves should win. New pitcher for LA is going to be Phillips, Evan Phillips. Evan Phillips with a 3.41 FIP. He actually came into the game last night. He came out of the bullpen first. He'll be facing off against the top of the order, Acuna, Swanson, and Riley. It is the bottom of the 7th inning, tie ball game, 4-4, between these two National League powerhouses. Exactly the kind of game I would have expected from these two, and let's see how it turns out with the bullpens. First up is Acuna Jr. He has a 3.4, a 3.4 to a 24. 3.4 to a 24 is going to be a home run chance. Strikeout if the D9 is an 8, the D9 is a 1, and that's going to be a solo bombzola for Ronald Acuna as he hits a laser right down the line off the pole, and it almost broke the pole in half. So that's going to be a solo home run. The Braves take a 5-4 lead in the bottom of the 7th inning as Acuna greets Phillips with a launch. Here's a 1-2. That's going to be to Swanson. Swanson is 3 for 3 for the day. 1-2 is going to be a ground out to the third baseman. Third baseman is Muncy. No issue on the play there, and he gets it over to first for out number 1. Austin Riley, 2 for 3. Got a couple of singles. Here's a 3.5 to him. He's a 22. 3.5 to a 22 will be a strikeout as Phillips gets Riley with the second strikeout of the day for him. Brings up Matty Olson. He's got 3 groundouts, 2 double plays he's grounded into, so not such a good game. He had a really good game last night, 2 for 3, I think. Here's a 2.5. Here's a 2.5 to a 27. That will be a fly ball, but with an error check. That's going to be a fly out to center field. And that's going to be an error on the center fielder as he can't handle it. And we're going to go E8. The D9 was a 1. And that's going to be an error on who's out there, Bellinger, as he can't squeeze it and make the out. So a little bit of life here. 2 out, 1 on with Marcell Ozuna coming to the plate. 1 already in on the Acuna home run. That's a 4-6 to a 0. Not a 4-6, but a 4-6. That'll be a double play or a strikeout. And that will be out number 3 in the inning as Phillips gets 2 strikeouts. But he does give up the solo home run to Ronald Acuna, and the Braves take a 5-4 lead as we head to the top of the 8th inning. Going to get a new pitcher for the Braves, and so let's get them into the game. All right, new pitcher for the Braves is going to be Darren O'Day. So going a little off script, O'Day typically is going to come in a little bit more of a mop-up situation, not a high leverage like this, but Will Smith is the high leverage option, and he's got a 4.44 FIP, and just doesn't make me feel very comfortable against the Dodgers. So that closes, that actually aligns Minter possibly for the win. Could get the win here, and 1 inning, 2 hits, gave up 1 run, 1 walk, and 1 K for AJ Minter, but the Braves came right back with a run there, so he is going to be in line for the win. And let's see if O'Day can get the hold. He'll be facing Lux, Bellinger, and Thompson. Here's a 3.4 to a 6. That's not a good start, I don't believe. That's going to be a double for Lux, Gavin Lux, as he leads off the inning with a 2-bagger to right field. A laser over Acuna's head, and it hits at the bottom of the wall. He'll be into second base. No close play there. And it'll be Bellinger with a man in scoring position. That's a 4.6 to a 2. And a 4.6 to a 2 is a double play or a strikeout as O'Day gets Bellinger looking for out number 1. Brings up Trace Thompson, the right fielder. There's a 2.5 to a -2. 2.5 to a -2 is going to be a fly out. This will be a fly ball to center field. Let's check the error. No error on the play. And Michael Harris II is out there. He makes the play for out number 2. No runner advancement there. Trey Turner is the last good hope for the Dodgers here. 2 outs, runner at second base. They're down 1, and what does Turner do? It's a 2-4 to a 31 is going to be a double play or a strikeout, and Darren O'Day comes in and shuts down the Dodgers. Dodgers get a leadoff double, but they can't move them around, and that's going to be a big 0 at the top of the 8th inning for the Dodgers. But they do have the heart of the lineup coming up in the top of the 9th inning, so O'Day comes in and does a good job. We need to get Phillips out of the game and bring in a new pitcher for LA. The new pitcher for LA is going to be Gratterall. Brusdar Gratterall, the right-hander, has been an important part of their team for the last few years. Coming out of the bullpen, 3.51 FIP. He can go 5 batters. Phillips is on the hook for the loss. He went 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 run. That was the solo bomb to Ronald Acuna. No walks and 2 strikeouts. He did survive an error as well. So it will be Freddie. Oh, I'm sorry. It's going to be Contreras, Duvall, and Arcia. So we're at the bottom of the order for the Braves, and let's see if they can add on any insurance runs here. They're up 5-4, and that's going to be a 1-1. So Gratterall, a 3.51, just into this column here. A 1-1 is going to be a strikeout off of his column, so that's going to be a strikeout looking for the young catcher Contreras. Contreras 1 for 4 on the day. And here's a 4.6 to a -7. 4.6 to a -7 will be a double play or a strikeout. So back-to-back Ks for Gratterall as he comes in throwing gas. And it's going to be Arcia. 2.4 to a 4, another strikeout. And Gratterall comes in and strikes out the side. So 1, 2, 3 go the Braves in the bottom of the 8th as the Dodgers pitcher comes in and blows them away. You know what you're going to get in the 9th inning? It's going to be Kenley Jansen time. And this is going to be another interesting reunion as Jansen takes on his former team. Let me get him all set up. All right, so a tall order here for the Dodgers as they face off against their longtime closer, Kenley Jansen, who is now a Brave. And so Freeman is a Dodger, Jansen is a Brave, and who would have ever thought those things back in the spring? All right, it's Jansen's going to be facing off against the heart of the order, Freeman, Smith, and Muncy. And Darren O'Day with a hold, goes 1 inning, 1 hit, no walks and 2 Ks. Gave up no runs, and the Braves take a 5-4 lead into the top of the 9th inning. Jansen trying to nail it down here. And he's going to have to do it against the heart of the order. It's going to be Freddie Freeman up first. A 4.6 to a 40. 4.6 to a 40 is going to be a strikeout of Freeman as he swings through the cutter. And that's going to be out number 1. 2 outs away from a win for the Braves. It will be Smith, the catcher, to the plate. He is 1 for 3 on the day. That's going to be a 3.6 to a 20. Jansen pitching out of this first column. 3.6 to a 20 would be a fly ball. Hit down the line, pretty deep, but Ronald is there, and Acuna makes the play for out number 2. 1 out to get for Jansen, and he's going to have to go through Max Muncy. Muncy is 1 for 3. Was intentionally walked his last at bat. Here's a 5.5 to a 10. A 5.5 to a 10 is going to be a line out or a foul out. It will be a line drive right to the second baseman Arcia, and 3 up, 3 down go the Dodgers, and that's going to be your ball game as Atlanta wins this one 5-4 over the Dodgers. I wish that's how it would have happened last night. Instead, the game last night was 4-1. It was a Dodger win, and well played game here. Ronald Acuna with the game-winning home run in the bottom of the 7th inning after Trey Turner had tied it up in the top of the 7th with his own solo shot. So Jansen gets the save. 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, and 1 K. And we had also sort of closed the book on Gratterall, who came in and blew away the Braves with a 3 strikeout inning in the bottom of the 8th inning. No need for the Braves to bat in the 9th. Let's go ahead and I'll get the totals for you, and we'll come back and walk through the game. Alright, and we're back with the totals. Actually, I didn't total everything up, so 3, 4, 5, 7 hits. 4, 6, 7, 8, 10 hits for the Braves. I believe there's one error for each team. Let's just double check. Looks like one error for the Braves. And I know there was at least one for the Dodgers. Here, the E9, I think is what it was. 2 errors for the Dodgers. Okay, so 4 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors for the Dodgers, 5 runs on 10 hits, and 1 error for the Braves. Dansby Swanson is our hero of the game. Let's walk through the Dodgers first. Good game here by Trey Turner. He was 1 for 3, 2 runs scored and an RBI. He had the game-tying home run, which momentarily tied us up in the 7th. Freeman on his return was 2 for 5 with a double and a single. And here, Muncy had a couple of RBIs, only 1 hit, but he did have an RBI ground out, beat out a throw to first there. Otherwise, not much happening for the Dodgers. Urias Phillips takes the loss. He pitched 1 inning, gave up 1 hit, 1 run, and 2 Ks. He gave up the home run here in the 7th inning to Acuna, and he's going to take the loss for that. Urias, a good start, 6 innings, 9 hits, 4 runs, 3 walks, and 5 Ks for the Dodgers. Not as good as his FIP would say, but then Gratterall came in and struck out the side in the 8th, so a really good appearance for him. For the Braves, it's going to be Acuna, 1 for 3 with an RBI. He had the home run there, but he did score 2 runs. For Swanson, our player of the game, 3 for 4. He had a home run, a single, 2 singles, and a home run, RBI single, and then another single in the, I don't know what the 6th inning, 5th inning. I'm sorry, 5th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. So in the 5th inning, he had a single, and he had 2 RBIs, scored 2 runs. So he definitely is going to be our player of the game. Riley, 2 for 4. Olsen with an RBI on a double play, hit into 2 double plays in this game. Also got on by an error, so kind of a weird game for him. Ozuna with a hit, Contreras with a hit, 2 for 4 for Arcia. He had a double, RBI double in the 2nd. And the hat trick for Michael Harris III. Not very often have we seen that. He's actually raising his batting runs up quite a bit, as he's hitting about 350 in his first stint in the major leagues. So this is our game. Ian Anderson goes 6 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, and 5 Ks. He gets a no decision. Minter comes in and gets the win. So he shut down. He gave up 1 run, which took Anderson off the hook. So he gives up the home run to Trey Turner here in the 7th inning. But he doesn't allow LA to overtake the Braves, and O'Day comes in for a hold because in the bottom of this inning is when the Braves got 1 off of Phillips. So Minter went from blowing it to winning it, just like that. And it's going to be O'Day with a hold, and Kenley Jansen comes in with the save. 1 inning, did strike out 1, and got the Dodgers in order, the heart of the order, in order for the save. So that is going to be our Braves instant replay. LA goes down 5-4 to the Braves as they head into Turner Field. This is a 3-game set. They're set to play all weekend, so maybe something you can keep an eye on. A couple of really good teams you can see up here. Super top heavy in their first 4, and these are some of the best, 2 of the best lineups in the National League. If you want to join into this sort of pre-play, replay, projection madness, you can go to the On Base Baseball Facebook group, join that group, and then you can get these projections exclusively each week. There's usually anywhere from 2 to 3 of these. So anytime I play these games on the video, I've released a projection the day before on the Facebook group, and that's the only place that I'm releasing these projections. So it's a private group. If you want to join, just answer a few questions. One is a sum question, so you have to add up some numbers. Another is what's your favorite tabletop baseball game, and you also have to agree to the terms of the rules of the group, which are not, they're only standard rules. So you have to kind of pass through those gates. And if you do, if you have some favorite tabletop baseball game, especially, that's usually where things get tripped up. So I will let you in. We're a group of about, I don't know, it's about 40 to 50 in the group right now, and I share news about on-base baseball, any games that I've been playing on the YouTube channel, news from other games sometimes I'm creating as well, and also other guys are sharing the games that they've been playing with on-base, and it's growing a little bit. The community is growing, and people are starting to share. There's a sort of Legends League, a draft league out there using on-base baseball with players across multiple eras, and they tell me they're having a blast with it, and so that's very cool. They're using the roster sheets in order to play the decade roster sheets, so that's really fun to see them being able to enjoy cross-era play with different players. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please click subscribe. And when you click the bell icon, you'll get notified of any new videos that I post here. And so go ahead and do that. We're about 75 on the subscribers to the channel, so that's growing a little bit each week. And definitely appreciate everyone who has subscribed. It's just a little thing that you do that provides a big result for this channel, as well as clicking on like any of the videos that you see here. Please just like them, and that's going to help extend these videos out. YouTube thinks that that's a good thing, so they'll show it to more people, and more people means more exposure for the game, and more people playing on base. I think is a great alternative to an app or a strat. It's just as easy. It provides a little bit of flexibility because every single decision is not baked into the game. Some of them are in your hands, and I know a lot of gamers like to be able to bring in their own thing into the games, and so that's a fun and sort of unique part of the game, as well as the fact that it's built only on sabermetrics is definitely a unique part of the game as well. All right, that is it from here. Atlanta wins 5-4 in this one in our Atlanta Braves 2022 Braves Instant Replay. I will be playing another game probably early next week, but we'll see. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.